Let's try making a conveyor belt platform, something that while we're on it pushes us and we have to struggle against it if we want to move against it. It's kind of like a stream here. Let's make sure we put an object in like that. You could really use anything, but I think that stream will work pretty well. And it's going to actually work very similar to our bouncy object, which detects when you're touching it and sends a message to the toucher. So we'll go and add a script to this object. When it's created, we want it to be immovable. So physics, down the bottom, set immovable to true. Then we want to detect if it's being touched on the top. So physics, when untouched, get toucher. If I'm touched on the top, touching on the top, which is physics, collisions touching on top side. If touching on top side, I'm going to send a message to the toucher. Events, send message to instance object with a value. That's what we want. Send the speed to the object. Tell it how fast it needs to move. I'm going to send the message x velocity to instance toucher. Change object to toucher because it's the toucher that's getting saved there. And then we want to tell it how fast it needs to move. Let's make a new variable, a property, true false I, change that to number, and this new variable will be called x velocity boost, and we'll pop that in there. We're not going to give it a value, we're going to go make it public, and we're going to give it a default value, so we don't need to set its value up in here or anything. So up here, x velocity boost, tick public, and let's give it a default of 200. Script name will be conveyor belt platform. You can really call it whatever you want, but it's kind of like a conveyor belt, moves you in a direction. We can close that and save it, and if it didn't get the public variable on it, you just go back into the script and go into script properties, just make sure you tick that again and give it a default value. Sometimes it doesn't save. Alright, now we need our player to receive that message, which is very similar